Guys, let's talk about Arweave here. Arweave is actually slightly down at the moment. Now, today it was up quite a bit, but it's been basically sideways all day. And I think at one point it was like 10% up or something, but that's from the bottom from yesterday, probably. Now, let's take a quick look here. You can see Arweave hit almost $50, or did hit $50, I believe, back in the end of May, guys. Now, since then, Arweave has just been on a downtrend. I mean, this is terrible. I have to say, Arweave chart looks terrible to me, at least in this short term. Now, I have, I think this is my third largest bag, it's Arweave. So I have a lot of faith in Arweave. Now, keep in mind, I did buy Arweave down at $4. So that's another thing. I made a really good buy. And the funny thing is, I tried to get my money in, and Arweave kept going up and up. And by the time I got my money where it should be to buy Arweave, I had lost about 10 or 15 cents on per Arweave. So I could have got it even under $4. I think about 3.93 or something like this. But anyways, that's just a story to tell you quick. It doesn't really matter in the end. A few pennies here and there is not going to matter. Now, we have hit, like I said, we have hit this trend line in June, and we haven't really gotten to this trend line until now. If I zoom in over here, guys, you're going to see we are basically coming up to the point where we have this trend line, and we have the top of the Fibonacci, the reaccumulation, zone here in the Fibonacci. So we are, testing this support here quite a bit at about, what is it, 2271. And today we have retested that. And, so far we have a green candle. But if we're to break through this Fibonacci and this trend line today, we need to get above about, let's just say, $24.40, guys. So I don't think that's really going to happen. And keep in mind, I'm on my second PC here, so I'm looking at Bitcoin in this channel. And today it's just getting a big dump, guys. So I don't think many altcoins are going to pump today. But basically, this is staying within the channel. Now, if I zoom in, you can see this is the daily chart, guys. We basically hit the top of this channel. Now, this yellow line is that target on a breakout. So right now, I can probably erase that because we did not break that channel here. So I have to wait to see where we break out, guys. And yeah, I mean, we really hit the top of this channel almost perfectly. I mean, I can zoom in. There's a small gap here, but this is probably just a few bucks. And like I always say, these channels and these lines are not 100% perfect. Every influencer or YouTuber will have different lines and channels and whatever. They're not perfect. So anyways, we did basically hit the top of this channel. We've gotten rejected. And if I talk about Bitcoin on my other chart, on my other PC, we basically need to stay above 64.3 to keep this double bottom in pattern in play. This double bottom pattern in play. Sorry, guys. And yeah, I mean, right now we're falling below that, so that's not a good sign. And I think the point of about 65.3K is where we break out of the flagpole that I have measured on my other PC. So right now we're well below that. We're almost $2,000 below that point, so that's not a good sign, guys. Anyways, we are retesting the neckline of this double bottom, but we only have about 6.5 hours to at least pull back above 64.3, let's say, to keep this double bottom in play. Now, it is good to retest it, but we have gone quite a bit below it. So that's, I'm a little bit worried now at this point, guys. Now, if we talk about Bitcoin dominance today has it's gone down, actually. So that's good to see. Again, guys, my bags have not really lost a lot. I am down, of course, on my value of my bags, but because Bitcoin has gone down, basically, about 0.5% today, that's good for altcoins. So now, if we look at the economic calendar, today we do still have Fed Chair Powell speaking in about 22 minutes from when I'm making this video. So let's see what happens there, guys. I think there could be a little bit of volatility, and if he says anything good, guys, we may get that bounce and keep above that neckline here at about, what is it, 64.3. Now, I don't know if we'll get above the 65.2 or 3 that we need to get out of that flagpole, which I have on my other PC. But yeah, guys, we'll see what he says today. Now, yeah, let me go back to the calendar. So basically, we'll see what he says today. Tomorrow, you do have CPI in the European Union. You do have some manufacturing numbers and PMI. You do have Jolt's job opening, which is pretty important tomorrow. You do have a few speakers, so you do have Bostic speaking a couple of times here tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's kind of an important day. Now, Wednesday, there's ADP non-farm employment change, and it looks like Bowman is speaking, and there is a couple of European Union or European speakers. I don't know if European Union or probably a central bank, European Central Bank, actually ECB. A couple of those people are speaking, so we'll see what happens there. But I don't think it'll be a very important day on Wednesday so much like tomorrow or even Thursday. Thursday is actually, you have jobless claims, you do have factory orders, you have PMI, you got non-manufacturing numbers, you do have Bostic speaking again. So, and then Friday, guys, this is non-farm payrolls. So that's the most important thing here, non-farm payrolls. Private non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. You do have Williams speaking. You got average hourly earnings. So yeah, guys, it's a big day too. Probably the biggest day is Friday. Second biggest, I would say, is Thursday. ADP non-farm employment. It's big, but it's only one number. I don't think it's going to crush us on Wednesday. Tomorrow, pretty big. But today, we'll see what like I said, Fed Chair Powell says. Now. Interest rate cuts, guys, basically it's 42% believing we're going to get a half-point cut in the November 7th meeting. Now, almost 58% believe it's only going to be a quarter-point cut. But if you remember, guys, the last cut, it was basically like this. And basically the last 1 or 2 days it flipped. So we'll see. Still far out. Still, what, like 5-6 weeks away, guys. So I don't want to speculate on that right now, but we'll see. Crypto bubbles, guys, pretty bad. Although you do see, like most things, about 3-4% down. I mean, that's not like, you're not going to die or anything, probably. If things were down like 20%, 30%, I'd be a little bit more worried. But right now, I'd say we're still okay. Just take a little breather, maybe go outside, smell the fresh air. I think we're going to bounce back, here shortly in the next few days. So don't really worry, guys. Now, if you want to stake your Arweave, you can go to Coinando. Let me show you how to spell this. So Coinando here, type, go to earn, type in AR. And basically, I stake mine on Bitrue because it's flexible and I don't really trust Gate.io. So I'm getting 2% only right now. I think I was getting like about 4% some months ago, but they've cut that. Bybit, if you trust Bybit, they give 1%. KuCoin only gives a half, guys. So anyways, that's pretty much all I got for you concerning Arweave. And like I said, guys, this is still probably a premium coin for the bull run. I love this coin. I'm not going to sell it until I'm really happy with the price that I'm getting for it. And really, guys, I think $200 to $250 is probably a minimum on this coin. And a lot of other influencers have said a lot more than that. So I want to play it safe and say 200 to 250. But, this is not any financial advice. Don't sit there and hold it until 200 to 250. And if it only makes it to 180, I'm sorry, guys. You should take your profits when you can. But that's what I'm looking for. We'll see. I think the bull run still has 6 to 12 months, maybe 10 months now, 11 months, because I've said that for the last month or two. So yeah, we may be, getting pressed with time now a little bit, and Bitcoin will have to make a move. So Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you about Arweave and Bitcoin at the moment. Let's see what happens. And good luck, guys. Thanks a lot. Like this video, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.